Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Katie. So today I'm going to be showing you my Stormlight Archive tarot cards and also a bit of a thing about why you should read the Stormlight Archive, because if you didn't know, it is my absolute favourite series. The first one here, so this is the UK version because I live in the UK. So I'm not really sure who's on the front of this one. The US ones, you can kind of tell which character is on the front, but this one, who knows. So these are by the artist, I think it's like Taratjah. I'll leave a link in the description. She's amazing. I love all her art. She does all the fairy loot boxes as well, but I'm going to be showing you these today. Oh, I've got a cat here. Oh, she's off. So you open it up and you've got a little box, and then on the front is, so I've taken it out of the box, a kind of guide. So it just has all the different cards, what characters they are, and just a bit about the tarot. I got it more for the art. I'm not really into tarot, but I guess I could be. So the first card we have here is Wit, well, the King's Wit, or Hoyd. So he's one of the, it's like Magnus Bane in the Shadowhunter world, so he crops up in all Cosmere books. So if you didn't know, the Cosmere is like Brandon Sanderson's universe, so all his adult fantasy books are all set in the same universe, although they are different planets, and the magic systems are kind of similar if you know what you're looking for, but it's a bit. Yep, so this one, so he likes to tell stories in the Stormlight Archive, so the artist has done all these amazing little bits here with bits of the story in them, which is really beautiful. Then, so this is a Zero and the Fool. So then this next card here is Shallan. So she is one of the, what I would call the three main characters of the Stormlight Archive so far. And also, if you've read it, there's also Veil and Radiant, Brightness Radiant, I don't really know what it's called, there as well. So they're kind of Shallan's other personas, if you will. So she's a super interesting character. So when you first meet her, she is going to what is essentially a princess and as a scholar, but she actually wants to rob this princess, so that's quite an interesting storyline. She's such an interesting character, honestly. She's not my favourite fictional character of all time, or one of my favourites, but she is one of the most interesting, I think. Yeah, she's very complex, and yeah, I really like her points of view. So next is the Herald Shalash. So she is the High Priestess, and she is one of the so in the Stormlight Archive you have these 10 like figures, kind of not gods exactly, but they're very interesting characters and they've been around for a long time. And so this one, she goes around all statues and artwork of her and she ruins the eyes. So I really like that detail, that the eyes are done out. So next we have Navani, who is my absolute goals. She's kind of an inventor, and also she's the mother of two of the characters, and she just goes after what she wants. She knows what she wants. She's a fabulous character, and yeah, so that's her. I really like the hair detail as well. So then we have Dalinar. So I actually really like this card because it's kind of, you can't really tell in the video, but there's kind of his dark side. So in Oathbringer, you kind of explore his past, which is maybe not the best. And then you have him, so in the first book he's kind of a warlord, I would say, but he's like an honourable one. He's trying to unite everyone together in this war, but yeah, he doesn't have the best history. So that's that one. And then the next one is Elhokar. So he's the king. So this isn't really a spoiler, but in the prologue of The Way of Kings, the current king of the country where it's set, gets murdered. And then this is his son who becomes the king. So this is Elhokar, and this is the Hierophant. So yeah, I like this one. I've not really seen much fan art of Elhokar, so I like seeing that one. The next we have, so this one is a bit of a spoiler if you consider relationships a spoiler, so I'll leave the timestamp where you can skip ahead if you want to avoid this one. So this one is Adolin and Shallan. So they're together. I really like this one. It's quite cheery as well. Personally, I really like them as a couple. I know some people don't. Some people prefer Kaladin and Shallan, but I like them better, mainly because Adolin. So that's that one. And then next we have Lift. I absolutely love Lift. She's just so fun, and I love Windle as well. I don't think he's on there. Windle is a spren. So the characters, some of the characters have these things called spren, which I don't really know what they are. They're like sprites, I guess, and they kind of attach themselves to a character and they give them powers in a way. That was terrible. Real Stormlight fans don't come at me. But yeah, so she loves food as well. She actually gets power from food, which is awesome. I wish I did. But yeah, so she's eating a pancake in this picture. Yeah, and she's also like, you know that trope where you have like a grumpy old character who doesn't really want to fight, they're a bit reluctant, but they get involved anyway. It's like that, but she's 13 and yeah, so she's great. Then next we have my baby Adolin. So he's there with his shard blade. So they're the swords that people use to fight in this world. And yeah, I really love this picture. He's kind of in his warrior gear. He's kind of a himbo, but also he's quite smart, which is kind of counterintuitive, but yeah, he's the best. He's just like a little ball of sunshine, so I like him. Then we have Moash. So I don't know if you can really see this one, but yeah, he's quite polarizing in the Cosmere fandom. Well, maybe not. Personally, I'm fuck Moash, but you know. So yeah, so that's that one. I really like this one actually, and it's quite dark, but I think it shows really well because I think Moash is designed to be a reflection of Kaladin, who's the main character. And yeah, I think this one shows really nicely how that's kind of him. And then we have Taravangian. I'm quite bad at pronouncing things. So as the Wheel of Fortune. So he's kind of a character that is seen as like a benevolent patriarch kind of ruler, but you actually find out he's quite complicated, and also he's kind of the mastermind of certain things. So, and he has really smart days and really dumb days. So I don't know if this is quite showing that, but on one side he's kind of sunny and bright, and then the other he's kind of got the stone and a book, and it's a bit more evil. Then we have Kaladin, who is also amazing. So he's the main character, especially in The Way of Kings, and he's a slave at the start going to do these things called bridge running. So they kind of carry the bridge for the soldiers to cross, because the setting, it's like a shattered plain, so they have to go across these chasms. So yeah, that's him. He's always a bit broody. So he is Justice, number 11. Next we have Talnell. He's I don't know, I think we're gonna get more of him later in the series, but he is quite a good character. Yeah, he got done pretty dirty, especially in the prologue. But yeah, so he is the Hanged Man. So yeah, you can see he's got all those swords through him, and he's a bit of a tortured character really. But yeah. Then for number 13 as Death, we have Eshonai. So she's one of the opposite. So there's the Alethi people, who are kind of all the other characters that we've seen, and then there's the Parshendi. So they're kind of the villains in the first book. So that's her. So yeah. Then we have Jasnar, who is as Temperance, and she's the scholar I was talking about earlier, the kind of scholar princess with Shallan. So she's amazing. She roasts everyone. And yeah, she's like, yeah, I can see why Shallan is gay for her. But yeah, so that's that one. And then we have Odium, who is kind of the big bad, as the devil. So that's him there. And then you've got the fused Parshendi there in the battle. I really love this like card. I think the art's amazing, and it just kind of perfectly captures, like, he's basically the god of passion. So yeah, I think that's a really good one. That might be one of my favorites of like the cards. Then this one is Lynali, who is Eshonai's, who I mentioned earlier, sister. She's an interesting character. I think we're going to get more of her from the Rhythm of War, and also her friend Timber, who I love. Oh, in the interlude, or in the sections in Oathbringer that I have, he's so cute, because the Parshendi, they basically speak like in a sing-song way, and he like pulses to different songs. Oh, he's so cute. So that's that one. Then we have the kind of, I'm not entirely sure what these are. I think they're the honor blades. But yeah, so of the 10, so the 10 heralds, they all have their blades. So that's that one. That one is the star. Or it could be an Oathgate, actually. Then next we have Renarin. So Adolin and Renarin are Dalinar's sons. So they're both fairly major characters, and Renarin can kind of, so in the world it's bad to see the future, like it's looked down upon by the religion, but Renarin can kind of see the future. So yeah, he's a really good character actually, but I think he is a bit tortured. Bless him, but he is a sweetheart, so yeah, like that one. Then we have the sun as Bridge 4, so I think you can't really see this one that well. Is in the chasm, and one of them is flying. I'm assuming it's Kaladin, but you can see their little symbol there as well. So that's that one. Then for 20 we have Judgment, which is Seth. So I love him. He's the assassin. So like the prologue, the king gets killed, and Seth is the assassin who kills him. And all the other kind of characters, their points of view are like just chill, fantasy, normal. But then Seth is like, oh, torture, death, everything. So yeah, so that's that one. Yeah, I do really love his points of view. And if you've read Warbreaker, actually in, I think it Words of Radiance, one of the entities from that come and has a big part in Seth's storyline. So that's good. A little bit of connection there. So 21 is the world. And that one I think is the Stormfather. So that's kind of their version of what they think is God, basically, because they get these things called high storms, which come and ravage. They like come around, I think, on a cycle, so that contributes a lot to the ecology of Rashar, which is the planet where it's set. And then we have just one last little bonus card, so that is Syl. So that's she is Kaladin's spren. She's a wind, well, you think at first she's a wind spren, but it turns out she's not. But that was a bit of a spoiler. So yeah, so she's also a great character. She's really supportive of Kaladin. In Oathbringer, when she's like, oh, maybe someone needs to save you, Kaladin. Oh, that was so emotional. But yeah, so she's also a really great character. So that's everything. So I love them all so much. I'm gonna treasure them forever. So yeah, so that's that. And yeah, so you should definitely read the Stormlight Archive, because they're honestly one of the best like epic fantasy series, and it's ongoing. It's going to be 10 books, I think, which is amazing. Yeah, and the 4th one comes out this November actually, so that's very exciting. Probably going to be taking the day off uni to read that. And the audiobooks are also amazing. Michael Kramer and Kate Redding are they're married actually, and they do the audiobooks. But yeah, they're amazing. They add so much to the performance. So I think that is everything. So thank you for watching. I will leave my Goodreads review for The Way of Kings, because I actually wrote out a long form review. If you wanted to read that, I think I did 5 reasons why you should read the Stormlight Archive. So I'll probably be doing more videos on it, because it's my passion. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate the support, and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. So yeah, thank you. I'll see you next time.